So I've got here the brand new Absolu Aventus by Creed. It's their first big flanker of Aventus since the acquisition by whoever bought them. It's a big deal, supposedly. It's limited edition. It's not out yet. It comes out early November. Very expensive. Smaller bottle, 75 milliliters. And once it's gone, supposedly it's gone. So we've got that, and people are comparing that to Sauvage Elixir. Elixir, if you will. And I've been wearing the two of them the past couple days here. I've got some thoughts. Let's dig in. First up, we have Absolu Aventus. And if you want to see me compare that to the original Aventus, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, because that's coming next. But people are mostly comparing it to this Sauvage Elixir. So I wanted to dig into that. But here we go. You pop it open. It's a different style box than basically any of the Creeds before it, or at least compared to the couple that I have. You got this glass bottle. Absolu Aventus right there on the front. Metal cap. Got some heft to it. Not a mag cap. Kind of disappointing, but nice and heavy. There's some noise from my neighbors downstairs. But let's give it a spray. I've got thoughts. I did a first impressions review of this, but now I've been wearing it. I've got more thoughts. Right off the bat, it smells great. It's this woody, musky, patchouli Aventus, right? It's got that grapefruit citron note from the Aventus, that pineapple-y citrus accord. A little less so than Aventus. The pineapple might be kind of missing there, but the rest of it's there. And then there's this kind of smoky, woody base to it. It's a much more complex, dark, cold weather kind of scent than the original, right? And it's nice. At least I think it's nice at first. But as it dries down, that freshness, that Aventus note to it really tapers off. And it becomes this, at least to me, this like patchouli bomb. It's this woody, patchouli, smoky sort of scent. And I don't know that I'm a fan of it. But it's much more complex than the original Aventus, at least I think. So people have been comparing that to Sauvage Elixir. So I get everything I just kind of said, right? And that patchouli really starts to jump out at you more and more as this dries down. And the thing is with it, right? Comparing it kind of to the notes of Sauvage Elixir, I feel like such a douche saying Elixir, but it's French, that's how they say it. Whatever. Lots of similar notes, right? Cardamom, cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver, and it's all there. But the difference really comes in the dry down. Let's talk Sauvage Elixir. So this came out in, late 2021 maybe? This was supposed to be a, extrait de parfum, really concentrated version of Dior Sauvage. Now we're gonna talk price and everything, longevity, projection, etc. But you pop it open, and you got this tiny little bottle. I think, what is this? Is this even 50 mil? 60 milliliter. Kind of nice. It's got the mag cap. That's fun, right? Everyone loves that. And nice little bottle compared to the original Sauvage, which you can get in monster sizes. This only comes in this size. Let's give it a spray. Instantly, it's bigger. There's so much more going on. There's that Sauvage, DNA to it, right? But then everything else blends together to create this, unique scent to it. So where I said that had patchouli and vetiver and all that, these just play together to create this, beautiful harmony of scents, if you will, right? And it's hard to really pick out any one of those scents individually, but it all works together. And as this dries down, it continues to smell like this, and that's key, because you don't get that from Absolu Aventus. And I love it. I love this so much. Whereas the Absolu Aventus has fruits on the top, This really doesn't. It's got some kind of grapefruit fruitiness to it, but not much. Not much. It's really that those sandalwood, amber accords. It all plays together for that oomphy kind of base to it, right? That I have trouble describing because it's so unique to me, at least. I love this scent. So how do they compare? I'll tell you right now, the Creed doesn't project as much. It doesn't last nearly as long as Sauvage Elixir. This stuff is insane. It lasts the entire day. It lasts into the next day. I was on a date once and we picked up the big floofy golden doodle dog. He was sitting on my lap, right? And I was wearing Sauvage Elixir. She told me the next day the dog still smelled like this. That's how strong it is. You're not going to get that from this Absolu Aventus. It's similar to Aventus recently. Aventus kind of starts to wear off after 4-5 hours or so. This is no different. This is no different. But this just goes and goes and goes. You can smell it from a mile away. You only need 1 or 2 sprays, and you're already gonna fill up whatever room you're in with scent. So you gotta watch out with this one. With this guy, I'm not so afraid of that. Then we've got price. Now I actually just learned that they did start making a larger 3-ounce version of this for $250, but this little guy was $180 or so. At least that's what it's going for now. It's for 2 ounces, 60 mil. This one, I don't have a concrete price for you yet. The rumor right now, what people are hearing is it's going to cost over $500. I paid $500 with tax, or after tax, to get this early, and I'm told that's going to be less than buying at retail. I've also seen it be mentioned that it's going to be in the €300 range. I find that hard to believe given what they're going for with the limited edition, Absolu, fancy. I believe the over $500 price. So for what? 3 times this, you get this, and you get worse performance, and what I genuinely believe is a more lackluster smell? No, not for me. So are they worth comparing? Yes, because that's what everyone's saying, and they've got the same kind of thought, right? You've got 2 of the biggest, fresh, popular fragrances, Aventus and Sauvage. Now you've got their Absolu, Elixir, concentrated, bougie, fancy versions, right? This one's not worth it. If you love Aventus, stick with Aventus. It still smells great. If you love Sauvage and want something more, this offers it. This is worth it. And they're not charging over $400, $500 for it. That's insane. Creed is out of their freaking minds. I'm not afraid to say that. That's just stupid. Nobody needs to own a fragrance that costs that much, especially when it's this just bland and weak. You can get a fragrance that's going to smell like patchouli on your body hair after an hour for much, much less, because that's all you get is that smoky vetiver patchouli dryness to it. That's all you get. This stays complex. This stays bold. This stays with you. This is the winner, hands down. So let me know if you've smelled them both, what you think in the comments. If you're going to try this, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to be comparing that to Aventus shortly here. So stay tuned. That's coming. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm Poppy. This is Poppy Style. I'm apparently losing my voice. I didn't know that until I started filming this. It's not good. I need to be healthy. Lovely. Going to Chicago in a week, and I got to be tip-top shape. I'm not feeling tip-top. I'm going to go drink some water. I'll see you guys.